What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Baby Friday. We are not aired on Friday, so today is our Friday, so we call it Baby Friday. Let me share the show before y'all even get ready to come in the door. I'm about to share it. Everybody share it. Let me see. I guess I'm beating everybody today. Let's see. I just shared it. I'm going to share it with my groups. Let me see who's going to be the first person on the show today. Wonder who's going to be the first. I wonder who's going to be the first person on the show. Brad Kimball in the building right now. Let me see who the second person going to be on the show. Hold up, this for Brad. Where Brad at? This for Brad. Brad, this going to be a crazy show. Who else? Let me see. Did anybody send me an email? Nobody sent me an email. Okay. I'm just checking all my stuff around here. Let's go to, where I want to go. I want to go to YouTube. Let's see, YouTube. I'll go to you. And what I'll do when I get to YouTube, I come on it and then I share it. How I share? I share it with Twitter. I share it with Twitter and go over to Twitter and then share it from my Twitter page to the Chop Shop page. Ivan Pettit, this for him. It's from Ivan Pettit. Ivan Pettit Jr. Who else we got? Who else we got on there? Wait, we got on Marquesa Chop. Marquesa, girl, you picked a good time to come on this show today. Hold up, but this for you. Girl, it's gonna. I need y'all. Listen, I need some real ones with me today. You know, I need some real ones with me today, man. Y'all you know. Can I find somebody to just make stuff make sense to me? That's all I ask. When I'm on the show and people be doing, Robbie, you be getting them. All I want you to do is just make it make sense to me. That's all. Make it make sense to old Rob. Hey, it's Baby Friday, y'all. I got a special guest gonna come on later, but I mean, you know, they be busy. So I don't want to call him out. I don't want to say nothing. I just wait. When he come, he just come. Let's see. Wow. Huh. Man, I'm just going through the headlines, man. You know, I'm just looking. Yeah. I'm just, oh man, I just be looking. Let's see who play tonight. Is anybody? Rockets play the Pelicans tonight. The Raging Cajuns, who they play, was it? They play Southern Louisiana. Yeah, no, Southern Mississippi, SMU tonight. I'm no, not SMU, Southern Mississippi University. Brett Favre, where he was trying to took that money from them people who needed the money and helped build his school, his daughter. Helped build his daughter a volleyball facility and her teammates. But ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all today because it's some interesting thing. Houston area football teams are competing in high school football playoffs this weekend. And C.E. King, Randall, and North Shore, they're competing. Then I look, Brandon Weefall. What's up, Brandon? I'm glad y'all here. I need you. And listen. The ground rules of this day. I need for y'all to help me make it make sense. I need you to text and tag and tell somebody in the belt who had a son, who got a son playing college basketball, who got somebody connected your high school, your AU coaches you don't like no more. I need the community today. Okay, I need them today. I need it. Y'all got to make something make sense for me today. Okay? I need something. Brandon, y'all get to texting and tagging and telling, like y'all do, I said something on the show the other day, and they got on their group text. But I'm waiting on them. I'm waiting on the group texts to come. Some of them got their number. I'm waiting on them to call me. Eric Harris, I'm waiting on the group texts. Y'all, hey, I'm not gonna agree with what everybody say. I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm not. Now, let me tell you something. If you see, I told y'all, I see things from a different lens. I don't be mad when y'all say something. All I tell you is just make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. Eric, Ohio has fired his head football coach, Brian Smith, for cause. The school says Smith engaged in serious professional misconduct and violated his contract. But we knew everything about Ron Moore and no details about the Brian Smith. I wonder why. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. Thank you, Eric. I can't wait to read that article. Eric, just make it make sense. Eric, have y'all ever noticed? I don't agree with y'all. Listen to me. When you put something on the screen, man, it's a very critical. Hey, and I ain't mad, but Bartholomew, just what if you made it make sense? Have you ever thought that some of this, do y'all ever read y'all comments sometimes y'all put up there? And all I'm asking you is to make it make sense. And y'all be getting mad. No, make it make sense. Terrence Foley, make it make sense. You feel me? Make it make sense. That's all I ask. Man, y'all, I'm getting calls this morning. I got a call this morning. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, I got off the phone with somebody else just to take this call. But again, said make it make sense. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw this tweet this morning. I saw this rant this morning, last night. Shut the show. I'm telling y'all, hey, I'm trying to tell y'all now. But I saw this.
How do you get the rest of the team to play with that kind of intensity and physicality?
See, it's tough. It's tough. We got a lot.
Let me set it up. I'm very okay. Mr. Bartholomew, I need you to be critical. Just like you saying I'm critical, I need you to be critical today. This Will Wade, North Carolina State, got all the money can buy to buy a team. He beat TSU last night, beat the brakes off of them. Then he come on here and say this. They beat the brakes off TSU. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it. Beat the brakes off. I beat by probably 38 points last night. Let me see. I think it was about 38. Let me see. Let me make sure. The swag. Cause this dude is talking. Oh, they didn't put it up there. They put it up there. Let me just look up TSU basketball. Cause I want to get this. Let me get him off the screen. I'll come back to him. He ain't that damn important for me to put him on the screen that long. I didn't mean to do that. Let me see. TSU basketball. Okay. Y'all. I mean, this stuff it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just want y'all to make it make sense. One of these days, Mr. Bartholomew gonna realize I helped him. Because Mr. Bartholomew, I can tell he hadn't been used to nobody questioning him. He hadn't been there. He probably was the guy in the barbershop that just said everything and everybody just agreed with it. Then he messed around and came on his chop shop and said, wait a minute, this guy don't agree with nothing I say. They beat him 108-72. And this coach, and Mr. Bartholomew, I understand. But this Will Wade, coach of North Carolina State, after beating TSU University 108-72, this is press conference.
How do you get the rest of the team to play with that kind of intensity and physicality?
You see, it's tough. It's tough. We got a lot of nice guys. Got a lot of nice guys. Got great team GPA.
He said they got a lot of nice guys on their team. They got a team GPA of over 3. Watch.
With all that stuff. Over 3-0. Record for
all
made
that
threes
stuff.
in the school.
That ain't important to me.
Record for made threes, but we're relying on hope that one of these cats is going to go ballistic every night. That's what we rely on.
Oh, no. I messed up.
Nice guys. Got great team GPA. We got all that stuff. Over 3-0. Got all that stuff. It's wonderful. We're running a daycare. We're running a competitive Division I college basketball coach. I am into academics. I was a teacher. I'm happy about 3-2. But we're running a competitive basketball program. And quite frankly, I've been trying to get some urgency and some internal leadership. And I think Q's done a pretty good job. Outside of Q and Venn, those guys are playing about as well as we can ask them to play. We take on the personality. We got a lot of casual personalities on our team. We don't have people that are revved up and ready to go. I had one of the kids come to me, oh, I'm tough. I said, shit, you're not in the top 50 of the toughest players I've coached. Not even the top 50. I don't want to hear that. You ain't tough. You would make the top 50. You would make the top 25 of the last 5 years of who I've coached. And I sat out a year. I mean, I don't want to hear that. When you got casual guys, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. But, it's about who can put. But I did think Venn and Q took a step forward with their leadership. But like today in our shoot-around, we made 88 mistakes in our shoot-around. I chart all of it. We made 88 mistakes in our shoot-around. We made 23 defensive errors, 13 offensive execution errors, 36 on those. The other ones were different. 36 errors on those. Our first team made 14. Our second team made 22. How the hell can you be on the second team and watch the first team do it and make 8 more mistakes? You're running the same stuff. Casual, lack of attention to detail, lack of focus. And that's great when you have somebody that sets the ACC record for made threes and the school record for made threes, but we're relying on hope that one of these cats is going to go ballistic every night. That's what we rely on. Just hope. And hope's a bad strategy in my book.
Is it concerning that it's taken this long to get things going? Is that
it ain't going.
Yeah.
Shit, it's concerning. It's taken this long and we're not there.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of that coach and his rant after winning? And Mr. Bartholomew, you want to call in debate? One day you let me know. Tell me when you're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, he went on and on. I'm gonna let y'all go. He went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. What did you think of his rant? I want to hear from y'all. Y'all got something to say when I say something all the damn time. Do anybody have something to say about that? You say you love what he said. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Let me give you some more. Let me give you some more. Cause you know y'all ain't saying that. Y'all got something to say when I say something.
How do you get the rest of the team to
And we got all high major games from here on out. Kindergarten's over. We got all high major games from here on out. I mean, yeah, it's concerning. You know, I played some of those kids tonight. I made their Christmas. It's going to be miserable for me. I made their Christmas. They got a Christmas present a week early playing some of these guys. But I mean, it is. I've been concerned for weeks. But I mean, this is it is. We are who we are. I said it a couple weeks ago. If you're not physical and you're not tough, you better be alert and aware. And we're still none of the four. We're not physical. We're not tough. We're not alert. We're not aware. If you're alert and aware, you don't give up 5 points on baseline.
Foley, glad you said that. Glad you said what you said. But he took none of the freaking blame. He did not say anything about himself or how he could have got better, Foley. It's all about what the kids. But you like what he said. If a black coach had said that, I bet you wouldn't have liked what he said. If a black coach had came on here and said that, y'all would have been tearing his damn head off. But y'all take it from him. That's our problem. I'm getting sick of it. That's accountability? You call that accountability? You the coach. You recruited them. But you blaming them? In the media, in practice, blame them all you want to. If a black head coach had did that, y'all would have had a different view of it. And I just want to know why. Make it make sense to me. Not one time. Let me one time. Did he say anything about it?
how do you get the rest of the team?
But we just don't do it. I mean, it's beyond concerning. I mean, concerns like here. I mean, this is like a problem, major problem. We'll see. We gotta have some internal leadership. That's what we gotta have. We gotta have internal leadership. We gotta have urgency. We gotta have intensity. We gotta have effort on every possession. We have to dominate possessions. Dominate possessions. And we just get through possessions. Just hold on for dear life in possession.
And his boys take up for him. I saw some of the tweets with zero exaggeration or glaze. I'm not glazing him. This is the best post-game interview I've ever heard from a North Carolina State coach. Dude is cut from a different cloth. We're blessed to have him here in Raleigh. I got a question. What as he done to let him get away with talking like this to our kids. One of those kids come from this area. Terrence Arsenault. He one of them. He didn't mention his name as being tough. And I ain't telling you what not to get on your kids and say about it. I'm the hardest coach in the world. But I'm not going to get on no press conference and not blame nobody but the players. But y'all overlook that because it's a white guy saying it. Eric Harrison was the coach. What's his name? What's the boy name? One of the black coaches that did that, y'all would have been crucified. They'd have been crucifying him today on ESPN. He's not a leader. He's not a leader of men. He just threw his guys up under the bus. All I'm trying to do is make y'all look. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. We have a bunch of nice and casual guys. You recruited them. Boy, I see that y'all don't even want to talk about this. So I'm going to push farther. I'm not going to. I said myself, but I'm not going to throw my players up under the bus. Some things that I got to get fixed. Some things that I've been letting slide. Because they're only doing what you've been coaching. But you like what he said? Hell no. I didn't like what he said. Have y'all ever heard of Coach Prime in an interview? Throw a player under the bus. He said, I got to get this fixed. I got to get this fixed. I got a question for y'all. When are y'all going to start helping the black coaches? With the black, or with the one and dones? When? Thank God that Carolina money got Hubert Davis, but he don't, he said he don't see color because he got a white wife. So some people I just don't count. The master, white coach. Peterson, white coach. Boozer, white coach. Michael Brown, white coach. I can go down. I can go down the ladder. Yes, I'm going here today. Because some people can't say it. I can say it. Nothing like being a free black man. I'm just going down on this. Nate Ament, white coach. Koa Pete, white coach. I'm just going. Darius Acuff, white coach. Chris Sinat, the man Indian. I don't know how he Coach Sampson qualified. Because I know when he used to qualify as black, y'all didn't send him no good player. But when he said he Indian, then now y'all don't mind sending him. I'm watching y'all. I'm watching y'all. I've been watching y'all now. Michael Brown, white coach. So, I'm waiting. Eric Harrison, the only one that y'all ain't got no money. Can I show y'all? Can I show y'all how we can get it done? Can I show y'all how we can do it done? Y'all ain't got enough money. I know a black. Y'all ain't got no money. You can say what you want. Dude, that man said same for college football. Dude, I'm talking, I know, yes. Why don't we get it black coaches and stars? Y'all ain't got no money. Well, guess what? Let's get some money together. Don't y'all know it's a way with the collective? You in a city, you get people together outside of the community. It don't even have to come from the university. And y'all can say, look, Nate, Amit, you get together. Y'all, we got $3 million for you over. What the school got? We got $2 more million for you. Give them the stars. Somebody, John Thompson never recruited out of the DMV. He didn't have to. You high school coaches, what do you see? Your gym looking good. Hold up. Your gym look good. You got a lot of coaches coming in your gym, but the black coaches' gym don't look good. I know I need to repeat that one because that's going to go over somebody's head. You high school coaches around America, not you. We ain't got no pros here. I ain't talking about y'all. Memphis, Houston, y'all can say, but I'm giving y'all this information because we're going to have we're going to start having some good players. They can't be looking at TV exposure. You know why? Because I know a college that's on TV more than any other of these other colleges, and I've said it on this show. And I don't like the brand of athletes. We giving him athletes that used to be good, and then they come back and then they ain't good no more. That's why everybody got rid of them. They used to, I don't think the kids are the parent. If you are not a kid or a parent, Mr. Bartholomew, do me a favor, call one of these top kids if you know one. You can't come out. I don't think the kids and the parents are looking at the coach. What the hell you talking about? Yo, where you come from, man? What city are you from? You want to call in right now? I hope you can call in. Did y'all see what this man just put this on? Did you see what this man just put on this damn screen? I don't think the kid or the parents are looking at the coach. They're thinking about TV exposure wise. That's when people say that that let me know they have nothing, ain't been around no high level player ever in his damn life. Just sit back and listen. Because that don't make sense. I said make it make sense. And this what all you come up with? You don't think the kid... What? Perfect example. It took Kevin Sampson 40 years to finally get some one and dones. Because back then, y'all thought it was black. Now you say Indian, it didn't change. And this man talking about, he don't think the players look at the coach. You got to be out your rabbit ass mind. And you ain't looking at it. Now I see why you have something slick to say every time I say something. Because you ain't listening. You just waiting on so you can make a comment. You ain't listening. I often work during this time period, but I would love to. Yeah, okay. I ain't trying to control no narrative. I'm saying make it make sense. That don't make sense. But let me keep going. Then you have these black coaches, y'all just send them any damn thing. How? And they still competing with the slop that you sent them. Because their schools don't want to hold back the money now. Because we hold back the money. Let him win without our money. And you talking about the parents and the kids ain't looking at the coaches. You have no idea what's going on in this college landscape. I can tell you ain't never had a high-level player around you. Just by what you just said. Will Wade. He was right. I got good kids. You're just not tough enough. I didn't say he ain't right. And all you portal people, I wouldn't get now one of y'all recycled ass out of the portal. I'd give me some youngsters that I can coach and leave you portal ass people at home. Because you got in the portal for a reason. To either come here running away from something or run into Trump and try to mess it up. And I'm getting tired of it. See, the black coaches can't say what Will Wade just said. Nobody will have their back like you're on Twitter now. Everybody talking about Seth Davis and all them, Seth Green, all them, they backing him up. Y'all will be right here doing like Bartholomew. Well, I don't think the kids or the parents are looking at the coach. They're thinking about exposure TV-wise. You got what? He talking about we ain't playing, but high major teams right now from here on out. You right. We'll wait. But you tearing your kids' head off. See, what y'all don't understand is every assignment is different. Different programs are different. Kentucky's is to win the national championship. That's why people are so hard on them. Arkansas and them people there, they're gonna spend all this money, 5 million and 12. Them folks try the expectation, everybody's assignment is different. And all you black assistant coaches, this is to y'all. Stop bashing each other and start collaborating. Some kids you don't have to sway over. Some kids gonna go to Kentucky because they want to go to Kentucky, but you don't talk negative about the other coach. Yes, I know it. I'm hearing it. I know. Yes, I know what y'all doing. The black assistant coaches. I'm talking to y'all. Kentucky got all that money and still getting their head tore off. Houston. If we get a kid in our community that need to go to college, y'all got to help. We got a dude named Mike Boynton, who's the head coach at Oklahoma State. They suspended the team because they thought they were going to steal Cade Cunningham from them. And they couldn't play in the NCAA championship. And Cade Cunningham stayed with him anyway. And now that same Mike Boynton that got fired from Oklahoma State, now he's the assistant coach up in Michigan, helping Michigan win games. We send the right players, he could have been still there winning. Nate Ament at Tennessee wanted $3 million. Man, we got to get somebody in Tennessee said, hold on. All right, hey, hold my beer. Let's go get this $3 million for him. Somebody wrote a check. Kirk Brown. We got to make it happen for the black coaches like this. F them portal dudes. F them. They don't play hard anyway. You can't coach them. But when they come and get your youngsters, push them to the black coaches. We got the power to send all the black coaches to the Final Four every year, at least one of them. But I got to get some money. I got to get some money. They gonna give you some money. Then the people in that community, they got to say, man, hold up. You want this dude? School, hold on. What you got? All right, we got the rest. Does that make sense, Kirk Brown? See, I'm getting sick of these sensitive ass boosters. You know, I can give you money if I want to, and I can take it away when I want to. And most of them are what color? Just sitting up here thinking, man, about Mike Boynton. Nice guy. Been on this show. Nice guy. He tried to take Cade Cunningham from that boy. Somebody wrote an article about him the other day. He said, I am beyond thankful to be part of this staff at Michigan. The team, the program, a bunch of selfless and highly competitive people who have one agenda: be our best. Mastermind, what's up, baby? Yo, Mike Boynton Jr. is Dusty May's most experienced assistant and the only one who has been a head coach. He's also spearheading the best defense in college basketball. And how many of y'all, anybody that told y'all that but me? Mr. Bartholomew, University of Michigan. But he was at Oklahoma State, you wouldn't send him no players. But he come up here and work with the white dude, you send him players. Because y'all can turn money down. All money ain't good money. Didn't y'all see the movie? Let me read it. Let me read a little something. Michigan State coach leading the best defense in college basketball. Because ain't nobody going to say it. Jenny Boyne, his wife, typically wore orange and black. Are both. During her husband's 7 years as Oklahoma State's head coach. When he was fired in March of 2024, she no longer had to wear the school colors, or at least not Oklahoma State's. As the couple debated their next move, she began wearing blue around the house. She said, I'm tired of orange and black. When Mike Boynton returned from the Final Four that month, he shared the idea. He said, I think I'm going to work with Dusty, he said. Jeannie smiled and said, I'm glad you got the hint. That's why I've been wearing blue, bruh. That's the wife. Boy, ain't nothing like a great wife. Boynton is now in his second season at Michigan, and Dusty May's top assistant and de facto defensive coordinator. How many times have anybody heard that? Eric, have you heard it? No, Eric said you didn't know he was there. Kirk Brown, have you heard it? Mastermind, Brandon Wheatfall, have you heard it? Mr. Bartholomew, have you heard it? Terrence Foley, have you heard it? Boyne is now in his second season. 43-year-old Boyne is the only person on May's staff that had sat in the boss's seat before. May said he's a good fit for him. I know he's a good fit for you. He checks a lot of boxes I'm not good at. But when he was over there, had his own head coaching job, we wouldn't send him no player. Y'all wouldn't send him no player. Anybody he ever called me about, he was getting. If I had anything to do with it. That's why I said we got to start getting our guys good again here in Houston. We got to get better, y'all. Then I read this article, 6 former Indiana University, not in Bloomington, Indiana University in Indianapolis, men's basketball players. They're suing the university over alleged abuse they suffered under now fired coach Paul Cosaro. 6 former members are suing the coach. They claim they suffered under the coach. They said, let me see what they said. He got terminated in May. 6 of the members, they had allegations against the former coach. It was a 12-page complaint. The players alleged suffering irreparable harm, including physical injury, loss of name, image, and likeness deals, loss of scholarship opportunities, loss of future NIL revenue, and compounding medical bills. The players involved in the lawsuit directed explosive allegations toward Cosaro. They allege he subjected them to physical and emotional abuse that drove some of them to contemplate suicide. Other players claim they struggled to sleep at night because the trauma inflicted upon them by Cosaro caused them to get night sweats and experience jarring nightmares. What's up, Stick? Stick, I'm just talking about these coaches, man. I'm talking about these coaches. Y'all, I'm going through the article. I'm just going to go through. One of the players claimed that the athletic trainer ordered him to undergo an EKG and have blood work done in addition to other medical examinations. Wow. All 6 players indicate that Casaro would routinely direct derogatory slurs at them. Those slurs range from the scope from targeting people's intellectual ability, sexuality, and more. In the complaint, one player claimed he suffered concussion while playing for Casaro. That player finished practice the day he sustained the concussion and did not seek medical treatment until the next day because he feared retribution. Oh man, Derek Smith. How I'll go out to you, Craig. Wow, hard go out to you. But this coach here, he called the boys all kind of names. Soft, P word. Oh my God. This coach was off the chain. Y'all go look him up. But we just let when? When are we gonna stop giving? Y'all, the only power we have is the power of athletic ability. We don't own no teams. We don't run no universities, but the HBCUs. But we send out, we run the universities, we don't send out players. We send out rejects. Where we don't run the university, that's where we send our best players. Somebody explain that to me. And I was thinking about, because, we had people in this community running their mouth talking about Tyler Perry ain't this and Tyler Perry ain't this. He put on a dress. And some of y'all might think that way. But in our community, y'all, Tyler Perry's always being critiqued for playing Medea. But ladies and gentlemen, I hear they talk about the only way a black actor make it, they got to put on a dress. No. Nobody made Tyler Perry put on a dress. He put on that dress to connect with them little old ladies in church. Those were the basis of his fans. He said that explains the Wolverine. When you watch them, something look different about. Thank you. But Chaka King, you didn't know that, did you? He said high school coaches are getting replaced at mid-season. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. I'm back to Tyler Perry. Robert, he made all of his money, but he got it by wearing a dress. Okay, I never looked at it like that. I just thought he was a character he was playing. I never looked at it that bad. I never look at him as demasculate. He didn't demasculate me. He didn't demasculate me and my son. We ain't put on no damn dress. So if your son put on a dress because of Tyler Perry, it's your fault. It ain't Tyler Perry's fault. Tyler Perry acting. What the hell your son doing with it on there? But I love Tyler Perry's movies because of the lessons. He always got a lesson in one of them. Even the craziest ones. That's a lesson. But we don't always need to critique everything. Y'all, Tyler Perry's in a unique position, ladies and gentlemen. Some people have to go kick down the door, and the next generation take over everything so they can move in. Somebody got to kick in the door. So if this man made $1 billion putting on a dress, okay, he did that so the next generation don't have to. Think about the type of movies that you would like to be seen made. I'm asking questions. I want to ask a question because I got a question I want to ask y'all a little bit later. Think about the type of movie. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't think about the type of movies that I want. It's a few movies. I want a movie about Marcus Garvey. I'd like to see a movie about him. I want to know a little bit more about Elijah Muhammad. I want a movie about Adam Clayton Powell. Them my kind of movies, right? Them the kind of movies I want. Michael Jordan. What? Ray Moore. What movie? What? But this man got a studio. I've never been to the studio. I've been invited a million times. One of my partners, I don't know if he still is. He said Luke Wilson is dead. All that tells her Halle Berry he's a homosexual, but I ain't doing nobody nothing to help nobody. I don't even understand what you're talking about. Luke Wilson is dead. All that tell. Marcus Garvey was a traitor. Oh, we got one of y'all on here. Watch this. Watch what I do to you. Watch what I do to you. Y'all, this show got trollers now. But I got a button to ban their ass. So now they're gonna come back on another thing. Because they don't want us to talk about this. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. Y'all, thank you, YouTube, for the ban button. But let me keep going. Have you noticed they keep making drug movies and drug dealer movies? They keep making Power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s. When we own our media, we can greenlight our own films. Y'all gotta look at this band. I love this band stuff. This band stuff. And control our own narratives. See, on this show, we control it. That's when we appreciate the legacy of someone based on what they built and what they did with it. What we built with this show and what we're doing with it. Sometimes we don't allow people to fully develop into a legacy that they're going to bring to us before we start criticizing them. There are 5 Hollywood studios, I think. I saw them. I had them. I had them somewhere. You can fit all 5 of those Hollywood studios on his campus in Atlanta. Any given day, there are 5,000 people that are working. Over 100, they said over 100, it might be $150 million a year in salaries. 95 of those people that work there happen to look like Eric Harrison and Robert Hatter and Michael Jordan. So when you get to talking, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you are, well, Robert. Well, why don't you go develop something? Y'all, we can criticize the situation, but what he's been able to accomplish, Michael Jordan. Nobody, I mean, I'm just thinking about these studios. I know Disney built a studio in 1989, but before that, Warner Bros. Them things was 1920 something on them same lots. Warner Brothers, I think, built the last one almost 100 years ago. But when you go around, what I'm hearing about the Tyler Perry Studios, people, they are building economies outside and around the studio, new developers, new stores, new this, new stuff, because that man had to be, because he put on the dress. It was an old military base. Y'all would have heard the story. It's a real estate play. He bought a whole lot of real estate. Y'all, even Marvel comes in and film Black Panther at his studio. Disney got their own studio, but Tyler Perry got the White House, he got New York, he got Mississippi, he got everything on this property, man. But he put on a dress. And I ain't telling nobody to put on a dress. He created a character. Nobody told him to put on a dress. Can't call him a sellout. Someone who's employing 5,000 people. That's the complexity of life. Never seen anything like that. Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan, you tell me. $150 million payroll? You tell me. See, that's why you got to go down there. Because when you see that vision, you're going to change your mindset. We need to take a trip down there. The Chop Shop. We need to understand that. The man got a White House on the set, a New York set, a Mississippi set. See, even in every situation, somebody told me, a wise man said, Robert, when I'm talking to someone, always settle on the best part. It's not about what I don't like. Sometimes I look at what I like. That's how we build. And I had to learn that even if I disagree with somebody, but there are things I try to agree with. Michael Jordan. Just give me a time to sit here and talk about this great company, man, that I really, 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 really excited about. The Anthony Lawrence collection. That that just got apparel, some of the top great apparel that we ever seen. All TSU fans, all even. Let me see. Let me just show y'all. This shirt here is so unbelievable. HBCUs influence everything. And then you look around, you got all the people that came from HBCUs we probably don't even remember. And just I mean they come up and this raised lettering I had on my shirt yesterday, and also got TSU fans. The man, I sit there and wear them people to death. I did. They even made, watch this. They got a T-shirt coming on out. That's a tribute to the Martin Show. It's just that's gonna come out, I think, in January. It's not out yet. That's coming out in January. So keep looking. But these are out now. The H-Town Howler. I'm looking for it right now. I can't wait to get mine. That's a hoodie. They made that. They made that just for us. TSU. I mean, even if you're not H-Town, you see the big H-Town on there. Hold up. See that? H-Town. They made that just for us. And shout out to Anthony Lawrence Collection, man. Thank you for partnering with us, and just proud to be able we got to be intentional about supporting our own. Have to be intentional. He said, no. No, and that's that, and I like that, Mike. But Mike, I understand that. I mean, it's just people, you know. We always got somebody criticizing something about something. You know, I learned something the other day. Learned something the other day, and I'm gonna share with y'all next week, right? And this gonna, y'all, I always like to give y'all something to take with you. There's two ways to see the world. And I ain't shared this with my son yet. Usually I share stuff with him and my daughter, and then I come give it to y'all. Y'all getting it before them. Share the show, because it's something about to happen in a few minutes. A guest supposed to be coming. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see. There's two ways to see the world, Michael Joy. Some people see the things that they want, and some people see the things that prevent them from getting the things that they want. Some people see the world. There's two ways to see the world. Some people see the things that they want, and some people see the things that prevent them from getting what they want. And the guy was telling the story about they was in a marathon, New York Marathon, and they was running and it was running. And at some tables they had bagels, some tables they had food and stuff like that. They said, but the table that had bagels and they wanted some of them bagels had a long, long line. So the friend said, man, that line too long, man, I ain't going. But the other friend said, man, he got and skipped the line and went around and got the bagels. He got the bagels for him because he said he seen things, he saw things that he wanted, and he went and got them. But his friend, he saw things that prevented him from getting what they want. And that's a message to my young kid. Don't let nobody, if you see what you want, go get it. Tyler Perry said, man, I got tired of getting shut out the room. So I just built my own room. You follow me? So where else I got? I got another topic for you. Got another topic. I know this other topic we were supposed to talk about today, but I got a question, and I need y'all to help. Talk me off the ledge till the guests get here. Would you let your wife's ex-husband come over to the house Christmas and open the presents with the kids and take family pictures in the pajamas, all of y'all together? Somebody shoot. Somebody called me with this morning. Would you let? And you know what I thought about? I said, man, it's Courtney, me and dude cool, come over. But I'm not finna take no picture with him in no pajamas. So I just want to know, because somebody asked me that this morning. Somebody said, this is a serious situation for me, because they asked me that. Brian Boatwright, Michael Jordan. I mean, some of y'all might have had this happen before. I need to hear from y'all. Don't be scared. I told him, now, if we was over at grandmama's house, we'll do it. Brandon Reefall said, not a chance. Which part? He can't come over, period? Or the pajamas? Which part? That's why I'm asking y'all, Chaka King. That's a hell of a dynamic. What would you allow? Now, listen, if me and him cool, and he'd be respectful to my wife, his ex-wife, and not, but my partner said, man, hold up, man. I just don't be want nobody else around, my guy, man. Eric says a tough one. So what would you say? Okay, you come get them, y'all go over to the hotel, and he out of town. He live out of town. He just came in. Yeah. But what if y'all cool, Eric? I know y'all ain't gonna never be cool, because I don't want to be cool with my guy. Yeah, you're right. I ain't trying to be cool with my yeah. He can come through, but no photo. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, the pajama. Okay. No pajamas. That's what I told my partner. No, he ain't putting on no. I put on pajamas one time. I put on pajamas one time. And it was kind of cool. My daughter spent Christmas with her and my grandson there, and she, she just ordered them and just come and throw them in there. We're wearing these today. But when I thought about it, I thought it was kind of cool. I never done it before. But somebody asked me that this morning, man. Hold up, Christmas. Oh, here it is. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I got to have some more like that. Come on. Christmas Day. Hold up. I got to show y'all that one. I got to show y'all. He said, faking my children for the sake of my children, but the PJ thing, no. Okay, I got you. I like that. I'm with that. Leah, what? Wait a minute. You say yes? Whoa. What did you say yes to, Leah? Slow down. What did you say yes to? I want to know. She said yes. What did she say yes to? I am doing it this year, but it ain't that scenario. Oh, you have it on the okay. Yeah, but we know everybody ain't gonna do it all the time. That's why I asked you. Leah said yes. What you mean, Leah? Hey, y'all, hey, let me tell you, I'm gonna show y'all something. That was funny. Hold up. We had a lot of these pictures too. Hold up, Christmas Day. And it don't seem like they gave me all of them. Give me all my baby's pictures. Christmas Day. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Hold on. There we go. There my baby. There my. He said, "Oh, you wearing PJ? Okay. All right. So, but Leah, I'm still waiting on you, Leah. I'm still waiting on you. Hold up. Here she go. Leah, I don't understand this one. Oh, she said Christmas pic with my dad on the right and my stepdad. And then no, we ain't talking about that. No. So you missed the point. Leah, it wasn't about the stepdad. It's your ex-husband. Your ex-husband, is it okay for him to come over? Won't the new husband be saying, whoa, man, I don't know about this one. Leah, I'm talking about you got a new husband and your old husband that flew in town and he won't, look at that, y'all. I can't believe my daughter like that. Y'all, hey, she had us hooked up. Yeah, but that's, I'm trying to get that, Leah. You got to talk to me now. We ain't talking about the family. We talking about the ex-husband. Talking about, because he ain't got no family and he want to come and spend it with y'all. Is it okay? And taking pictures. Now he can take pictures with his kids, but I ain't taking no picture with him. That's the point. That's the point was made. That's the point that was made. Hey, y'all. Hey, don't kill me. Kill the messenger. Kill the messenger. Oh, hey, man, that was funny. I'm telling y'all, I never did that before. Ever, 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 ever. Hold up. Hey, y'all, I got a question. What is it with all these people breaking into these people's houses, man? Why they gone? Sabrina Ionescu, her house was broken in LA. He stole some purses out of it. And then this dude named, Puka Nakua, she said yes to the pajama. Oh, it's the style of the pajama. Okay. That man said these days we got to deal with ex-boyfriends too. Ex-boyfriends ain't no ex-boyfriends. He can't come over. We talking about ex. We got kids. Unless the boyfriend got kids too. But keep going. Y'all be taking it too crazy. But what's up with these going in these people's house, man? And stealing these people's stuff? I don't know. Did y'all hold up? Did y'all hear about the Chris Paul thing? Yo, they said, now hold up, man. Y'all got to help me with this. They said Chris Paul reportedly threw a Halloween party. That's not too long ago. And barely any of his Clippers teammates showed up. Think the only one, Bradley Beal was the only one. Ramona Shelburne, she was talking about some of the things early on. Like he invited guys to his suite at the Rams game. And he threw a Halloween party. And then no one came. After that, they get worked the first night in Utah, which makes it even sadder. The Halloween party, man, and maybe 3 players showed up. I think Bradley Beal, Zubac, and probably Chris Dunn. Because he just said, I want to help build some culture on the team. I'll bring some guys over to my house. Let's work out together. Let's have a Halloween party. He and his wife threw the party in the suite after the Halloween game. And again, only 3 players came. What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that? See, I'm finna go to the roster right now. I'm finna go. Oh, I see what you're saying. Y'all got to find the Clippers, man. I got to find the Clippers, man. I got to find their team and their roster, man. Don't but 3 players show up, man. Eric, Leah. So Nicholas Batum didn't show up. Bogan Bogdanovic didn't show up. Kobe Brown didn't show up. Cam Christie didn't show up. John Collins, Ray J. Dennis didn't show up. James Harden, Derrick Jones, Kawhi, Brooke Lopez, Jordan Miller, Niedenhauser, Kobe Sanders. None of them people showed up to this man party. What's up with that, man? Watch this, y'all. And their record is 6-20. They 3-12 away from home. Think about that, Michael Jordan. Think how that man felt. I don't know what happened, but imagine you giving a party, invite all your coworkers, and don't nobody come. That's a good one. Bet they would all be first to call Chris if they had a NBA PA grievance. Thank you, Michael Jordan. That's a good way. That's a good way to think of it, Mike. Good way to think of. Another thing, I like to give y'all the information. Like those Cali ballers are acting funny. He said, if Kawhi or Harden said, let's go, I believe to do. That's a boy, you might be on to something right there. You might. People gonna go where James say go. James got that kind of personality. They're gonna follow James. You're absolutely right. Wow. That's a good one. Chuka. Am I saying that right, man? Chuka King. I don't like to be saying it wrong. Mike, I was talking to some kids the other night. I was at a function, young up and coming entrepreneurs. And unique talk. And I'm gonna give y'all some stuff, some of the things that I got from them, and some of the things that I got that I gave them. And I always people always talking about, man, you want to be in the right room and you get in this room. And Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody want to get in the rooms. You follow me? Everybody familiar with that. Leah Nash, you got to be in the right rooms. Mr. Bartholomew, you want to be in the right room. Brian Boatwright, you got to get here. You want to be here, you got to be in the right room. Who is else? Who else is that? Ray Moore, you got to be in the right room. You better come with me. Craig, you got to be in the right room. Kirk Brown, you got to be in the right room. Who else we got on the Brandon Weefall, you got to be. Have anybody heard that saying before? Terrence Foley, you got to be in the right room. Who else we got? Daryl Anderson, you got to be in the right room. Kessa Charles, you got to be in the right room. Y'all done heard that, right? And the kids, they was talking about it, right? I said, okay. They kept talking. I'm listening. So that's why I'm trying to hear what y'all got to say about the right room. Trey Phillips, you done heard the term. Trey Phillips, you got to be in the right rooms. Even Jimmy done told the story, man, at the All-Star game. I mean, at the Final Four, you got to be in the right rooms. Tyler Perry, you got to be in the right room. He said, no. I made my own room. Everybody ain't that fortunate. But everybody understand what I'm talking about. Because I want to make sure everybody understand before I give y'all some information about the right room. Somebody let me know you're on the show. Let me know you're there. Somebody hit the button and said, Robert, I'm here. What, the right room. Have everybody heard that saying before? If you haven't heard it before, let me know. He said you got to be in the right room. Thank you, Foley. Who else? Somebody give it to me. Somebody give it to me. Anybody else? Thank you, Foley. Do everybody know what I mean by? Shit, them people didn't even want to be in the room with Chris Paul. Man, I'm gonna tell you though. I'm thinking about this. What can you imagine being Chris Paul's wife? Because she's the one had to put this stuff on. Ladies and gentlemen, in this movie, y'all got this series. I know y'all don't. Y'all they got this series out called The Gilded Age. The Gilded Age. The Gilded Age. He said, I've heard that, And when I got in the room, I ain't like it. Okay, I like that. Yep. Y'all, this movie called The Gilded Age, I don't know which show it was on, but I never forget. You know, what happens is it was some new money people came to town and built the biggest house on the street. All the old money people, they stopped their note. They new money. They ain't this. They and the lady messed around. Bertha Russell, that's my girl. She messed around and invited everybody to her new house. Because everybody want to see it. They want, but guess what? She spent all that money, lobster, everything. And didn't nobody come but a few people. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to watch it. Nobody came. I got y'all about the room. I got y'all. Nobody came. She in the room. She in there, can't sleep. Her husband come in there. Right? Y'all got to watch it. The Gilded Age. Her husband, George Russell, he come in there. He rich, super rich. He come in the room and said, baby, hugged it out with her. But guess what? That man went on a vendetta against everybody who treated his wife bad. All she was trying to do, she can't help it. She knew money. She wasn't born in the old money. Her daddy was a potato farmer. Now she's rich. But we got these old snooty ass people, man. I read a post about, I talked about it on Monday. And he said maybe Paul party wasn't lit enough. Got to be in the right room. But people have to also understand that just because you're in the right room, it might not be the right room for me. See, now y'all, but Terrence Foley, let me tell you what I told the youngsters, son, watch this, son. Everybody wants to be in the room. I said, but the real question is, who walks you into the door and why? Let me repeat that again. You want the right room. I want to get in the room. You want to get in the room. But the real question is, who walks you into the room and why? One of the things I've learned in my own life as it relates to getting ahead is just because I want to meet someone doesn't mean that I want certain people to introduce me. Because one thing you have to keep in mind is people pay attention to who you walk in the room with. And they associate you with them. So I get it. In order to get to the next level, you got to get in the room, but make sure that you go with the right person making the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, I played golf with a famous person one time. I didn't know, I just showed up. And it was it was four of us. Two of them was famous, and then it's me and the other dude. We all right, but these people famous. Later on, I needed one of those persons to do something, right? Because we had a great time that day, right? Had a great time that day. I thought, shit. So I reached out to the person. The person who invited me, they gave me the person's number. And I text the person, the person never called me back. Just so happened, I knew the person's mother. Sonia, I called the mama. I knew the mama. The mama called the person and said, Robert Hannah been trying to, that's a great friend of mine. And you haven't been returning his calls. It's because who I met them with. That's they wasn't returning the call because I came with him. Listen, blew me away. Me and that person wind up doing some things together. It was crazy. But uh uh Leah, Leah, I'll never forget it, Leah. Just so you gotta understand, Leah, we had a great day of golf. Fun. I mean, it was going good. But later, I get back to Houston. I text the person because I wanted to do something with the person. The person never ever called me back. And I said, "What the hell did I do?" I mean, I'm thinking that was it. Oh shit, we was in. But just so happened, I knew the mama. When I met him, I never told him I knew the mama. They told me who daughter that was. I knew the mom before I knew her. But some people wanted to do something with her in business wise. But the girl never returned my call. But it's because of who introduced me. So when people talk about, be careful who you walk, the moral of the story, my young people out there, be careful who you walk in the room with. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what their relationship is. But as soon as that mom called that girl, the girl called me back just like that. I said, what the hell? Hold up. Only thing I thought, what? Talking about, your favorite words, being in the right room. I said, you better make sure when you walk in that room, who walking with you and bringing you in that room, you better make sure they respect it. You better make sure you got the right person walking you in the room. But I just had to tell y'all that story. So all you talking about getting in the room, make sure the right person walking in the room. Because I'm a living witness that. And hold up, this person wasn't no mom. This person was all right. But to this girl, this person wasn't important enough. But that man, when I call that mama, and the mama must explain me and her friendship, man, I got the call the next door. He said, I bet you did. That's something. She said, I bet you did know the mama. Yes. Yes, I knew the mama. Yeah, knew the mama. What's up, Jimmy? What you got?
Man, so just baby Friday on the Chop Shop. Of course, we got college football playoffs kick off this Saturday. Man, a lot of stuff. Believe it or not, it's gonna be no matter what. Well,
I ain't too
no
excited.
matter where you live around the country, huh?
I ain't too excited about college football this year.
I mean, it's better than. I mean, at least they made an effort
No,
to
I'm talking about
to
me.
include
No.
more teams.
I'm talking about me. I ain't trying to force this on nobody. Not my opinion. I just me.
I like a couple of the matchups. I just hope they wouldn't. I didn't want to see A&M and Miami play first round because I like the story. I mean, Texas A&M is just Texas. So when Texas is going against Texas, you pick and choose. But when Texas is going against the country, most times than not, I'm rolling with the Lone Star State. I was liking what Miami was standing for. They was ranked high early on, lost 2 games. Then all of a sudden, looked like they were on the outside looking in. They included them. I think they got the last spot or one of the last spots in the bracket. We're talking football right now, guys. They will play, of course, 11 a.m. on Saturday, early game. 11 a.m. on Saturday. That game, A&M and Miami. Alabama and Oklahoma. How about that game? That's the nightcap on that's on Friday night. That's tomorrow night. Alabama and Oklahoma. Of course, you have Tulane and Ole Miss, 2:30 on Saturday. And the other quarterfinal game, the other first round game is Oregon and James Madison. And that would be 6:30 on Saturday. Of course, the high school state playoffs is kind of trumping this college playoff in my boat. I'm leaning towards, I'm wholeheartedly engulfed and into the state tournament this weekend, specifically for the class 6A and portion of the 5As. I'm this Dallas versus Houston. It doesn't get any more competitive than in football, that is in the state tournament, as in comparisons to basketball in recent years, where DFW has pretty much have had other cities around the state in a chokehold. So it's going to be good. That's going on in Dallas, in Jerry's world. Uh, Randall playing South Oak Cliff, and Saturday at 11 o'clock. Then at 3 o'clock, North Shore in Duncanville. Then at 7 p.m., C.E. King and DeSoto. I spoke with one of the administrators of C.E. King earlier this week, like on Monday, and they told me that C.E. King was going to leave and travel to Dallas for the biggest game of the year on Saturday morning. I really don't feel good about that at all. I don't feel good at all. Shout out Coach Favre in the Bahamas, down at Glenn Smith's Hoop Fest. Glenn, I spoke with him on yesterday, and tell you guys in shortly what he's affiliated with. Just shortly. I have to get through with this, but I'm really not. That's so. Whoever made the decision on this game, if C. King loses, it's on your hands. Whoever made the decision,
Wait a minute.
and double down on it.
What the players leaving today?
The players not going to leave till Saturday morning. They play Saturday evening in the state championship. That's a 3.5, 4-hour drive because somebody's going to take a piss in the route going. They're going to stop at Buc-ee's or somewhere at least once to let the kids get off and stretch their legs. So that's going to be a 4-hour drive.
Maybe
Easy.
they want them to sleep in their own bed. What is sleeping in your own bed in 4 hours? On 4 hours on the road, 4 hours on the road is worse. Which one?
Well, I'm not the professional. I've never been in that situation, but I know that most people that travel to the state tournament, many of those schools, yes, some people have some people do turnarounds because some people are used to some schools, those smaller ones, they're used to traveling 2-3 hours on the bus, getting off playing and going back home. Nothing to them. But to schools that ain't used to that, there's big fella that weigh 300 pounds, all those linemen had. What experience do they have of knowing how to sit on those buses?
He's 17 years old, man.
Yeah, but there's certain ways, like riding a plane. Certain ways you can ride, you can sit on the plane that can help some of the agony of sitting there, and you got a good long flight. If you don't know how to fly, certain things you can do while you're in that seat can make your ride a little
Jimmy,
bit
they
more
going on the
pleasurable.
bus, Jimmy. I just hope it's a luxury
exactly.
bus.
But I'm quite sure it ain't a school bus. Yeah,
Okay.
That's a one school. They're going charter. You could put it like this: they went charter bus when they played over at the Katy facility 2-3 weeks ago. So I know they're going to Dallas in a charter bus. Ain't no doubt about that. I'm saying that
maybe
the
it's
mental
a scientific reason, Jimmy. Think about it. I know you're saying it's on their hands, but we always talk about the value of sleeping in your own bed. So these people figured out, I'm gonna sleep in our own bed at night. We're gonna get with these guys in the morning. We're gonna have a walkthrough. and we're gonna get on the bus and head to Dallas. Get off the bus and whoop some ass. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Well, no, you're gonna no. When they get to Dallas, then they going to do a walkthrough. When they get
And the
there, so
stadium,
get
yeah,
off the bus,
okay.
get on your legs. Then understand. So that means there's no lay down time. You know, sometimes you can get up, go do a shoot around in basketball. Hell, you go back and lay down, and
But
kids
you
go
done
lay
laid
down.
down all day. You all night in your own bed. The key, so the own bed, the own bed thing ain't
But
good.
waking up, okay. So if you want to take a shit, where you gonna take it at? On the bus. It ain't no comfort. Some
Jimmy,
people like
that
to make
ain't no
sounds when
Jimmy.
I'm just saying though,
Jimmy,
as opposed to
Jimmy,
the
them
hotel
young
room.
folks, man. My old
So
ass
you
can
think
go up down there without
so
going
that
to the
means you want
restroom.
to
I
be
don't
eat,
need
that
buckets.
means that means the meal. Understand it? The meal, the first, that means whenever they get on that bus, whatever they ate is what they come on that bus with. That means unless they gonna
Maybe,
feed them at CE.
and then like somebody said, maybe they protecting these kids some. They get, I don't know. Jimmy, hey, I I ain't finna condemn them for it. See, you talking about it's on their head. I'm not finna condemn them for it. I would call the administrator and say, what? Tell me the logic that went in. If I knew the people out there, cause they might be on to something. They might be on to something.
Al, for your first time going to state in the history of the school, part of the experience is being able to absorb that, be able to get in the mental state, being able to go and just experience what all you done dreamed about for so many years. And now think about it, it's so many intangibles in the midst of that day that's not part of a normal routine, Al.
Football is
And
Jimmy. You used to basketball. Football maybe that's part of their routine. See, football, y'all don't understand. They get on the bus and go and travel where else they want to go play and get off the bus and they went to school, then got off the bus, then went to school all day on Friday and got off the bus and played on Friday. And Jimmy, maybe that's their routine. Football, Jimmy, and football, and nothing like, I'm talking about professional football now. Because I watched when they fly to town. A man said, man, call me, man. You got to meet me as soon as I get off the plane. We're going to go eat dinner because I got to be back at a meeting. Then we got another meeting after that. They so regimented. Football is so regimented. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm not gonna condemn them for it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say maybe they got a reason. I don't know.
Okay, but if understand, if this the norm for the 5A, 6A classified schools, if this is the norm, then okay, that's the norm.
Why?
But
So you want to go along to get on? So you don't want to be different. You want to do everything like everybody else do.
But understand something. If it's the norm, then okay, it's the norm. It's no big deal. No blood, no foul. But if this is not the norm, from any team 5A, 6A that is from Houston that has ever traveled up to Dallas for the football state tournament, 5A or 6A classification, how many, if you guys may know, feel free to chime in on the chat in the boom boom room. If you know of any school 5A, 6A that's been going to that since the thing has been in Dallas, 5A, 6A. For rest of you guys, sit this one out.
No, we just.
I even throw 4A in there. Just throw 4A in there.
But for me, I'm so cool with it. Either way, if it's against the norm, because I don't like to do stuff normal. Man, I don't like to do stuff everybody else do. That's why I like to do this show, because this show ain't like nobody else's show. I can't come on here and do the same, the norm. I ain't no normal dude. And whoever that coach is, whoever that leadership said, man, we do what the hell we want to. This is what we done. This is our routine. And maybe this is their routine. That's all I'm saying.
And so, of course, Craig Baham, he says probably protecting the kids from the incident that happened to the other team. Hold on. That better not be the reason. That means you are acknowledging that your kids is stuggery. That means, so that cannot and better not be the reason
Oh, it
at
could be.
all. No,
If I know
absolutely not.
if I know I got
Absolutely
some,
not. You're not gonna.
if
You're
I
not
know I
going
got
to.
some D'Angelo balls on my team, I ain't
You
taking them.
you okay? So where you went out of town for them to prove that's them? No, if that's no, absolutely not. You cannot subscribe to that theory about our young black males that's predominantly feels that Seed King team. No, regardless of what the thought is, you cannot fall into
Give
that.
me some
You
girls.
got to be.
It's some young white black girls went somewhere in the state championship and was
That
stealing
ain't, that
stuff.
ain't got nothing to do with C.E. King High School. That's the point I'm saying. It has nothing to do
But
with whatever else.
they young. What are you talking about? So
That
see, wait a
program,
minute, what are you saying? See, King better than everybody else.
no, I'm saying that you're not, C.E. King is not like everybody else. You, whatever school, your students are enrolled at, and you make it to the state championship game, just because, okay, Dallas Kimball had a gun on the bus and it shot off on the bus. That
Yeah.
don't mean every other school gonna say we ain't riding on no bus no more, or we ain't gonna do like that. Wherever they went to eat at, we ain't going there. Wherever hotel they stay, no, that's them. We're not like them. They not like us. In order to speak, so you're not gonna say that. Subscribe to that. You're gonna say, I know our young men are upstanding. I know these are future kings out there and future business owners, and we're gonna go in now. What I can say now that I'm thinking about it, this coach, the head coach at C. King,
I wish I knew somebody.
used to be the assistant coach at North Shore. You remember a couple of years ago when we had me, Shaq, Shimrack, and the Billy Goat? He was on the staff then. And remember that star running back from C. King got sent home because they went and stayed the night before. They sent him home over a cell phone. But that was some misdemeanor type stuff that turned into, it resulted in him not even playing.
I'm
So
not
that coach might have been shell shocked and said, "Oh, you know what? I don't want to deal with the possibly dealing with none of that. Or nobody want to turn their cell phones in because that's what the rule was." That coach, I think he was on the staff then.
And I don't know him, but coach, I'm listen, I just can't condemn nobody for doing it their way. I'm like Frankie Sinatra. I did it my way.
Yeah, you make a decision though, but okay, you make decisions, choices and consequences. If understand, if
they
at the
win,
end of
what
the
happens?
game,
If they win, everybody gonna try to follow that model.
no, but if they go and win this game,
Yeah.
then it becomes something to people to check on. You know what? And hey, maybe that's not bad for some people. But if you lose a game and those kids look winded or look tired or start or injuries come on, come into the field, then you start saying, look,
Man,
especially when I'm going to, especially if I'm going to play a team in your city.
I can't
15
believe you
miles
put I
from your
can't believe
school.
you put that bad mojo out on them kids. See, King, go up there and do what you want to do and tie them kids up. Y'all right? Hey, this what y'all do. I don't know what time y'all gonna get up that morning. See, maybe coach going through his pattern. Y'all got to think about it. On Friday,
What
don't they go to
pattern?
school? On Friday, don't they go to school?
This fine exam week, Hannah.
No, I'm talking about the normal Jimmy. Football is regimented. Their normal schedule on Friday night lights, whenever they play on Friday. And don't see King play on Friday. Do they
Most
play on
schools
Friday?
play on Friday.
Okay.
Most of them do.
So on Friday, Jimmy, guess what they do? The kids go to school all day. They don't lay at home all day. They don't lay in a hotel all day. They go to school all day, right? Get on the bus, eat at a certain time, get on the bus, head to the venue, get there early, and play. Maybe this what the coach is saying.
Guess what you missed out. Guess what you missed out. Guess what you missed out.
What I miss?
Ain't none of those games 4 hours away.
No, I didn't. I just said, okay, well, let me add something. This time, the ride just gonna be extended a little longer.
Okay, so on understand. Okay, so that's gonna be. We'll see how that if there's any after effects from that ride for some.
I
Some of
bet you
those
some
players.
thought went it. I bet you he didn't do it haphazardly. That man, there's some thought went into this. I don't know the coach. I'm trying to text people and ask me. I just wish I knew somebody in this school district. North Shore. I wonder when they leave. What time they play?
North Shore play at 3 p.m.
Oh, okay. They're gonna have to be there at night before then. Okay. All right, yeah. Now if I had to be there that early, it's different. Yeah. But no, I ain't mad at dude. I like it. Whatever his name is. Dude, coach. I like you, coach. Go get them. Just go beat who they playing? Beat the brakes off them Dallas team.
Who playing?
Who C. King playing?
Oh, C. King is going to play DeSoto.
What?
Yes, DeSoto. That's that. So now you still feel that way? DeSoto
I still feel it.
Hold on. Dude, you understand Dallas?
Jimmy,
how
not trying
close
to get you to change your mind. Why are you trying to get me to change mine?
I'm trying to get you change. I'm trying to get you to understand the logic into how we even talking about this.
I didn't gave you the understanding. You just don't want to understand it. I didn't gave you the understanding. I believe in that coach. I believe in that coach. Rod Wells, he said he already up there. Rod Wells, love it. He already up there.
and somebody asked Michael Jordan, say, what's the cost to the district to house those 150 kids and staff overnight? It is zero cost. They'll pay for their security. When you make it to state, the UIL pay for your stuff.
So it ain't nothing about the price, cost. That coach doing that for a reason, man.
That's what I'm just trying to tell you. So whatever his reason it be, I know it better not be. And at the same time, you on the.
How you talking about the coach like that, man?
No, man. You don't. You
ain't never been no football coach. You don't know. You ain't been in that locker room.
I can see, man. It's just so many things. From 45, going from Houston to Dallas. Where is it that you're going to stop and eat good? That can make a good turd. That's something that can make. Where are you going to stop and eat good?
Jimmy, they can have stuff already prepared on the bus for them to eat later.
Okay, that's breakfast. Okay, so what? So no, I mean, breakfast is breakfast.
Jimmy, Uber would meet your ass on the highway. We done done it.
They're not doing that. You come on, we know that's a good. That's what they call wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking.
But you
that's
come
not
out
happening.
Turd. Ooh, man, you're horrible. Man, let's go to the next subject.
Dude, think about it. You're gonna stop. Somebody gonna want some chicken. Somebody gonna want this. That's gonna be out of the palate. Now somebody's stomach hurts.
Jimmy, football ain't like basketball. You keep thinking basketball. Football, they buy everybody ask the same thing.
Nerves is nerves.
No orders.
Nerves is nerves. Being butterflies is butterflies. No matter what sport you're playing in. And guess what? Having the shits is having the shits. No matter how much chicken you eat and greasy food, you're gonna eat from Buc-ee's on the way down. So it's gonna be the same digestive process. But if you eating better, then some things can be on a game meal and some things not. That's all I'm saying.
That man gonna go bust them people, and I can't wait to see you again. I'm gonna say, man, you and them conspiracy theories out the way. Take care of your bit, but DeSoto, God damn, that running back.
But yeah, Trey Phillips, don't no team stay there the night after football. They all on the highway coming back. Don't none of them stay there the night after. I'm not saying it ain't never happened before, but I'm talking about I know the norm is they're packing up, heading back.
I wish I knew somebody at C. King in the coaching staff. I just wish I knew it. Because I know that man got a lot. I know that man. I bet that man exactly what that man keeping his same routine on Friday. He said, this ain't different. We just going to play these dudes at DeSoto who just ran that 99-yard touchdown. Hold up. Then the last play of the game. Boy, that little boy fast. Man. But no, I like C. King, go, baby. C.E. King.
Hold on, Alan. You said that boy, you mentioned that boy from DeSoto that ran that touchdown back. Yeah, he fast, but C.E. King has the fastest football player, underclassman in the United States of America on their team.
Shout out to him too. But I saw that boy that do it on South Lake.
His name Dylan. No, he ain't got nothing on Dylan Mitchell. Dylan Mitchell Dylan Mitchell placed like 4th in the state
Okay,
last year as
but
a
guess what?
freshman.
Guess what? My friends at the national level was calling asking me about him. They didn't ask me about your dude yet. So that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Look up Google Dylan Mitchell.
Jimmy, you ain't hear what I said.
They,
My friends on a national level were
they
calling
asking
me
you, of
about
course,
this
because
boy.
he's an upperclassman. Dylan Mitchell in the 10th grade.
Why is you got? All I'm saying is the reason I'm
Everybody in the
talking.
country knows about Dylan Mitchell right now, Hannah. Dylan Mitchell is world
Did
class.
nobody call me and ask me about Dylan Mitchell? I'm talking about me.
There's a first time learning about everybody. Hal, I'm just trying to tell you before you proceed, just Google Dylan Mitchell, put and put track behind it. And you're gonna say, oh,
His
snap.
ass ain't finna play track this weekend. He gonna play football this weekend. Bob Hayes got Billy Bob. A lot of
Hal,
people play track don't mean they're gonna be great in football.
Hal,
So let's
when we
get that out.
when we talking about a young man that when he was in the 9th grade, he cracked under 10 seconds multiple times. Understands he ran the fastest time of any freshman in the history of the United States of America in high school track last year. This dude is something special. Now, they already knew
You
about him
say
in
he
that
wasn't
ring.
special?
I'm saying, but he's like an anomaly. He's like having 2 or 3 noses. He's like having 2 sets of lips, 4 eyes on your head. He's one of them dudes. You're just gonna come to the guy. I want to see him. If they can just catch it one time. That's what he is. He's box office. Now,
He's
meanwhile,
some box office I ain't never heard of. So guess what?
that's okay. It's a first time. Hell,
Hey,
I get it. It's a first
I
time for
know
everything.
who he is now. Okay, let's move along, Kyle. Let's move along. I know who he is now. I know who he, but didn't nobody call me from out of town asking about him. They called me talking about this. So that's all I'm saying.
Here's a big difference. The kid you talking about from DeSoto, upperclassman, yes, but he's a running back. Running back's gonna touch that ball 15, 20 times. This dude here's you know what he
Jimmy,
is?
why are you
Right?
comparing the kids? I'm not comparing nobody.
No, I'm just talking about as far as notoriety. Wide receivers aren't normally, they come dime a dozens in box office-ism, based mainly for their athleticism or their height. Like, remember Derek Griffin, we had Mike Evans, Brandon LaFell. Them guys was box office back in yesteryears. So this kid here, he's on the trajectory because of his speed. They wasn't world-class speed. Now, guess what, though? He ain't 6'5". He ain't 6'7" like Derek Griffin would. So he's still sub 6 foot. So that's average height for a wide receiver at best in the high school level. Now, as you get older, but one thing about him, if he catch that ball and he's in the flat and he get a step on you, you're not catching him. I don't care who you is. You ain't catching him in high school if he get one step on you. Somebody just said, okay, got confirmation that North Shore send off at 6 p.m. on Friday. So North Shore's leaving after
Yeah,
work.
but we ain't talking about North Shore. We talking about
send off.
King. I'm sorry, I said Randall. I'm talking about I meant C.E. King. We talking about C.E. King. Belinda. We talking about C.E. King. Yeah.
And then
I'm good.
Now speaking of Randall's running back, he's phenomenal. I've heard so much. I mean, he's just in 11th grade. So that Randall running back, they say next year he is going to be on pace to shatter several records around the state. Albeit healthy next season. This boy here is a man. And they remember, Randall hadn't lost a game since year before last. They went undefeated last year, upset South Oak Cliff. They didn't see him coming. And that game is a rematch of the state championship from a year ago in the 5A classification. Randall versus South Oak Cliff. Now, the one thing about it, South Oak Cliff will probably be in the role of hunter this season as they were hunted, obviously, by Randall a year ago.
Jim, I just looked at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these schools, how close they are to each other, and all three of them. This don't make no sense.
But guess what? Guess what, Al?
It don't make
Ain't none of those two schools
it's three.
closer than North Shore is to Seed King.
It's three of them.
There's three of them, but
Yeah.
none of those three are closer than North Shore to Seed King. And if you really want to factor something in,
So we got three. So we got three schools like this.
yes, Summer Creek went to state last year, had a Summer
No, I'm
Creek.
talking about
So
right
but they
now.
didn't go
We
this
talking
year.
about right
So
now. Right now.
I know, but I'm saying, but powerhouses, understand, it's still you can't discount because right now, if that was a right now until the state championship takes place, they were there at the last one. So Summer Creek is 5 miles from Seed King. Seed King is 7-8 miles from North Shore, and they're all on the road. So that talent strain. And here's the thing: many of those parents from, and the thing that's tricky about that is different. All three of those schools, just like the DeSoto, Duncanville, and South Oak Cliff, that's three different school districts. The Summer Creek, North Shore, Seed King, three different school districts. Two of those schools are in the same similar boat. DeSoto and Duncanville, they're the only high school in their respective districts. They're the only high school in their districts. South Oak Cliff is part of DISD. Now, Seed King is part of Sheldon ISD. That's the only high school in the district. North Shore is Galena Park ISD. There's only two high schools in the district, and most people that's watching can't even name the other high school. It's called Galena Park High School. They're located right on the heels of the Ship Channel, right there at that intersection of the Ship Channel and 610 is where Galena Park High School is. Galena Park over there in the Fidelity, that was a popular area way back in the days. Now, what I'm saying is North Shore is only two high schools in their district, but they know all of the resources, unless it's soccer, is going toward North Shore High School. That is the baby. That's the golden puppy in that litter of Galena Park ISD. Now, of course, Summer Creek, that's Humble ISD, which there are, I think, 4 high schools, 3 or 4 high schools within that district, as it stands. But plenty of talent in that little triangle of Dallas that encompasses those schools. And all of those schools, the Jerry's World is about 15 to 20 minutes drive. That's all from there. So I'm expecting, and you based on the weather, low of like 50, high of like 70. I'm in the range of that from the weather in Dallas. That's one of the warmest state championships in Dallas that's been in a while. No rain is on the forecast. That means you're talking about great travel conditions. That you're talking about great weather. That way, nobody got cold makes some people get attitudes. Too hot get the attitudes. That's perfect weather for a fan coming up in that, and that eliminates the excuse of not wanting to go to the game. So for that reason alone, I'm planning on being in the building for that experience to watch at least 2 of those 3 games, if not all 3, a portion of all 3. So once again, guys, of course the games will be live streamed, and I think normally they televise one of those championships at least. I think you guys can let me know if anybody has the link where people can watch those games. Put it in the Boom Boom Room. That would be kind of cool, so that some people can share that with their on their social media page or save it. They might want to watch. I'm hoping all 3 games are very, very good and go down to the wire. I'm hoping that at the same time, I'm hoping that, of course, Seed King. I'm hoping that all of the Houston teams are victorious on this Saturday during the state championship game. This is the state championship for football. It doesn't get no greater. I understand, guys around the country, you guys have seen footage from previous years, and these crowds, it has been exciting, especially Duncanville and North Shore. Depending the outcome of this game could be the basis of a movie. Depending on what happens when they play at 3 o'clock. It could be a movie. They could make a movie just like they made a movie about about Odessa Permian and back in the days, and made another movie about salt. They can make a feel good movie because the Dallas Carter movie was plagued with off the field occurrences that kind of deleted and it resulted in them being stripped of a title. I think back in like 1988, that season that was for Dallas Carter. That is, but they could have made a movie about the Yates lines with Johnny Baby. That's 1 year. That's one season. This Duncanville North Shore, they've played like 5 times, Ada. These dude, and it's understand the rest of the state. They're trying to find way. That was part of this. Why you splitting these teams up from Division I, Division II, to get away from some teams being in control and running things. They're running things. And I ain't mad at neither one of the schools because I love the school spirit and the community spirit at Duncanville. They just been getting it done on all levels. They coach, he has proven that he can take a lick and keep on ticking and bounce back. He got his butt whooped and lost a heartbreaker, the Hail Mary to North Shore a few years back. But man, I hope it all goes down. Don't forget now, also on Saturday, if you're in DFW, roughly a 15-minute drive from Jerry's World is Fort Worth Nolan High School. Fort Worth Nolan High School is the location where on Saturday at 5:30, that's right between games. Right as North Shore game is ending, you can get over there and catch Reese Austin versus Beckham Black, right? The 2 top 11th grade point guards in the country go toe to toe, go head to head. This is a very rare time that they get a chance to get down opposite each other, and it's going down at Fort Worth Nolan High School this Saturday, 5:30 p.m. It's going to be a good showdown. Of course, they're not the only team that's from Houston that are up there. Legacy, the School of Sports Science, Xavier Academy is up there playing earlier games, but this is part of the grind session. The grind session is taking place there. Shout out and happy travels, of course, at Atascocita High School. We're talking about that district most of today, this afternoon, and they have traveled Thursday. They are in Las Vegas right now. They're preparing for the Tarkanian Classic. So Atascocita will be playing in the Tarkanian Classic. Of course, Jason Salanoa, he signed with Louisiana Lafayette. He's still out, expected not to return until next month. But this Atascocita team, they're built for this. We'll be checking them out, and I'll keep you guys posted about their progress.
What the hell is this, Jim? You want me to make it bigger?
I told y'all that. I said that. I hinted to y'all about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, right after the Christmas break. I mean, the Thanksgiving break. I got the news. Remember, his daddy is a coach at North Shore. Now the thing is, only time will tell will they grant him and rule him eligible to play. That's a whole nother process, guys. Now the thing is, that's how I tell everybody. Are you guys paying attention? How many kids from Houston? It might work for Dallas, but it ain't working a whole lot from Houston. When they leaving us and going out of state for a lot of these schools, their stock ain't going up from H-Town unless you just really that exceptional. And think about it in recent years, how many of them you can name? Can we name a half dozen real quick that then left and then came back? The kid from Port Arthur, start with him. Remember the kid from Port Arthur that went?
Is that Abrams? You froze up on me, Jim. Wait a minute, we ain't got nothing else running. You froze up on me, Doc. I think he's talking about Amari Abrams. I told y'all he was enrolled at there's another one. All these I told you. I told you. Okay, you told us. Okay. What they gonna get you? You told us. Kevin Freighton. Carter is in Vegas as well for the talk. Dallas Carter, hoping, okay. It's real. My nephews are on the team. But, okay. Let Jimmy call back. He really ain't got to call back. Oh, because it's after 2 o'clock, y'all. I got to get out of here. Hey, y'all came on too late, man. Y'all need to come on early, man. So Kristen Gibson is not coming, huh? Okay. He at North Shore. He enrolled in North Shore. Hope they can make a run. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. But let's get out of here, man. I got to go. I wish I had time to stay with y'all and play with y'all, but I got to go. I'm out.